We're going to be a little bit warmer this weekend, but it's not going to last as we have another combination of different factors that are going to make it more rainy and more cool this upcoming week. We do have some activity on the radar, mostly to our south, from just south of Whitney over towards the Hubbard area, over towards Dawson and Wortham as well. So southern parts of the four-county area are getting a little bit of rain. That's really where the best chance of rain is going to be today. We may see a few showers that move further north into Johnson and Ellis counties, but for the most part, we're looking at really from about Blum and Grandview and maybe Forest and Italy area to Ennis on south is really the best chance for rain today. Current temperatures were right around the mid-70s, 76 Corsicana, 77 in Hillsboro, 73 Waxahachie, 75 in Cleveland. But here's the thing, you think it's nice and cool. It's pretty muggy out there too. We've had a little bit of fog this morning, especially in parts of Waxahachie and Midlothian. But really, for the most part this morning, it's just muggy and gross. There is some dry air that's going to mix in a little bit later today, so it won't be terribly humid the whole day. But certainly this morning. Forecast highs today, 92 Waxahachie and Cleburne, 90 in Hillsboro, 91 Corsicana. A little bit cooler where there's expected to be a little more clouds, a little more rain, that sort of thing today. But overall, we're in the low 90s. I talked about a mixture of things, a combination of things coming together. So here's what's going to happen really over the course of the weekend, kind of a chance to illustrate all of this. First, we have this front here. You see this stationary front. This will be lifting northward as a warm front here to allow for the moisture and the heat to crank up a little bit in our area. That's this really today and tomorrow. So that's what we're going to be seeing. All this other stuff is going to happen starting late Sunday. So the first thing you're probably noticing is this right here, and I'll be talking a little bit more about this. I'll post something later today, and then, of course, Tropical Tuesday we'll be talking about as well. But this little system here that we've been looking at a 10 to 20% chance of development, I just want to double check that on another map that I'm looking at here, if I can. It may not allow me to here. Nope, not going to allow me to. Okay, so I believe we're looking at about a 40% chance of development over the next 5 days. So it's still looking like it's going to kind of hug the coast there. So, it's looking like it's probably going to stay to mostly along the coast and kind of, confirmed 40% development over the next 5 days. So it's mostly going to ride northward, but when it does, that could easily bring some more moisture to our area. This is a little bit more of a variable. We don't really know for sure what this is going to do. Like any tropical system, you kind of have to wait and see what it does. But if it does move northward, that's going to add to all of this stuff. So we have this system that brought all the rain to El Paso and is in North Mexico now. That moisture is going to get pulled our direction. There's another low out in the Four Corners that's going to be pushing our way. And then this cold front is really kind of the main factor here as far as bringing the cooler temperatures down. That's going to sag down as well. So when all of this comes together, when all of these things happen, next week we have quite a cool and rainy week in store, especially for August. To get this kind of a forecast, you almost have to have all of these different things all coming together at once in order for that to happen. But surely enough, we have two sources of moisture and one source of cooler air and lift, and all these things coming together right across North Texas, and possibly, like I say, possibly even a little tropical system here. I don't expect that to be too much of a hurricane or anything like that. It won't really develop that much. It's going to hug the coast there. But if it does move into North Texas, then, hey, we could be looking at a pretty decent amount of rain for our area. We could even be looking at flood concerns for Monday, Tuesday, late Sunday into Monday. We'll have to keep an eye on Tuesday as well. But for the most part, Monday looks like the time when we'll get the most moisture in our area. For the weekend, though, rain chances are a little bit lower for our particular area. So let's get to the forecast here. Today, high of about 93, 90. I think I had 92 earlier. You can really go between 92 and 93. It kind of depends in our area. They're going to be a little bit cooler to the south, where there's going to be a little more rain. If we can get more clouds and more rain, we'll be cooler. If not, we'll be a little warmer. It's a little bit variable there. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly in southern part of the area. Could get a few up this way, but not much. Tomorrow, kind of the same thing. We're looking at 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. That southwest wind is going to warm us up a little bit, so we're looking at 94, 95. And then Sunday, the temperature is really variable because it looks like we'll have most of the rain to our north, and if we can't get really any rain in our area during the daytime hours, we could warm up a little more than 92, 93 degrees. Could be in the mid-90s that day. But if we can, the forecast right now is about 92, but just know that could change and go up a little bit if it looks like we're going to have less rain, less clouds to kind of bring that temperature down. But I do have 60%. I should have put PM here, really, because 60%, that's late afternoon, evening, and nighttime going into Monday, when we'll see the best chance for rain. But I think we will see rain increasing in coverage over the course of the day. So Sunday will start a period of rainy conditions that will persist through at least most of the week next week. We could have a chance for rain every day this week. In fact, I think if you look at the forecast today, every day has at least a little bit of a chance of rain. Unfortunately, we're close to the 90s by next weekend, but hey, we'll be in the 80s just about all week once we get past the 90s this weekend. So stay tuned for more updates on, like I say, all of these ingredients coming together. We're going to be keeping an eye on this. I especially want to see what this tropical little wave here does as that lifts northward. Does it lift into North Texas? Does it rebound and go back across into the Gulf? What will this thing do, and how strong will it develop in the really the far western parts of the Gulf? Will that allow it to strengthen much more, or will it be too close to land to really do much? We'll wait and see. We'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see how that might affect our rain chances over the next several days. But don't get too bummed when we get into the 90s this weekend. The 80s will be back next week with plentiful rain in store.